Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone to the Wealth Roundtable. It is Sean and Dwayne Venable, aka Russell Simmons, my sidekick, and I am so excited because we have here with us an amazing sister, a dear friend, the bomb.diggity.com, Miss Shavonna Herron-Johnson. Woo woo! So, Miss Shavonna, listen, I brought you to the Wealth Roundtable because you are a wealth of knowledge. You are a wealth of resources. You are wealthy, mind, heart, body, spirit, financially, all of those good things. So, can you introduce yourself by way of who you are, what you do, and how you add value?
Oh my goodness, Sean, thank you guys so much and Dwayne for having me with you guys this evening. Hi everyone, my name is Shavonna Herron-Johnson. I'm the owner of East Coast Property Management Services, East Coast Residential Consultants. I am a well-rounded in this industry. I started out in property management and now here I am as a general contractor and I also do some investing. So
Oh,
that's me, that's who I am.
I love it.
I'm a
And
woman
Dwayne,
full of knowledge and wealth.
yes, you are. And Dwayne, what do you call her? East Coast. Now, Shavonna, can you just let people in on our secret? Like, if they could eavesdrop, why does Dwayne call you East Coast? I would love to hear your version, and I would love to hear his.
I think that he calls me East Coast number one because of the company name, but I think that he's given me that nickname due to the travel and destinations of the company. But I would love to hear his version as well.
You got it right on the head because you travel and you represent the whole East Coast,
I
not
love
just
it.
North Carolina, not just New York, but the entire East Coast. You
I
travel
love
from
it.
state to state and make everything look beautiful.
Oh, wonderful. That's what I like to do.
Yes. All right, Shavonna. So tell me a little bit. I'm going to say the woman behind the brand. If
Mhm.
I were to see you in the grocery store, if I were to see you just locally, what would I see? Who would I run into? Tell me about the person, the woman.
Well, I am a all-around, well-rounded, fun person. So if you were to see me in the grocery store, even out shopping, you would love me because I never meet a stranger. I'm very outgoing. I speak to everyone, and always always willing to hold conversation. So who I am right now is who you would see in the store. I'm very talkative, very funny. I love to laugh and I love to have a good time, but I also love to steer people in the right way when it comes to business transactions, especially when it's in my expertise and realm of business.
So let's get into this realm of business. All right. So real estate. How did you get started, and how did you become the boss that you are today? Tell us a little bit about that journey.
Well, wonderful. I'm glad that you asked. So I started in property management here in Raleigh, North Carolina. I actually started out as a assistant property manager, and then I worked my way up to be a property manager. I am certified in property management, and I'm also certified and as a regional property manager as well. After I sat on site for a couple of years and went through different transactions and sales. I then ventured off into getting my real estate license. Once I got my real estate license, I, dibbled and dabbled in that. And I still am currently a broker now. And I also transitioned into, in 2010, I opened up 3D Professional Services, which then is a sister company for East Coast Property Management Services. And then here we are. We now have the consultant side. So it's been over almost 17 years in the making, but that's how I started. It originally started in property management. And I just facilitated different ways throughout the markets and then work my way up. I would add something in, take something out, add a service, remove a service, that type of stuff. And so now, which one of the exciting pieces is I just reactivated my real estate license and I got my first check in the mail yesterday as a referral agent now. So I'm pretty excited about that. Yay. So those are some exciting things. I love new adventures and I never underestimate myself, and I'm always willing to take on a challenge.
I love that. Listen, I have a question for you. So
Yes.
thinking back, like as you were a little girl, did you
Mhm.
always know that you were going to be doing something in kind of owning your own business, being the boss lady? Thinking back at the Shavonna, like at 5 years old, 7 years old, 12 years old, 14, what? Tell me about her.
So I'll tell you, and I wish my mom could have, was here to attest to this because she says I did always know that I was going to be this big old grand boss that kind of rule the world kind of thing. As a little girl, she said I would always tell I wanted 10 kids. Then as I got older and they got a little mouthy, I then broke it down. I wanted 6 kids. And then I always told I want to get married. I want to have all my kids by the same man. I want a white picket fence. Like in my head, I just had my whole life planned out. I wanted to retire by the time I was 37. I wanted to become a millionaire by the time I was 35. So, in essence, everything that I said did work out. And it's weird because even though we can say it as a little girl, I actually found the way to do it, not even knowing how it was all going to play out for me. And I will say this, even in the beginning, of starting out, I didn't even have the money. Like I started my businesses with no money, just my paycheck from sitting on site from a full-time job. And that's how I started. I didn't have, tons of money or anything like that. I just used what I had to get to where I am today. And that's what I definitely would encourage anyone to do. Just follow your dreams, and however your cards fall, if you don't like them, throw in the hand and get a new one, but don't ever give up.
Okay, so you just got me like all pumped up there because you took me back. Well, you took me back to a couple of things. First of all, I want to publicly thank you for walking with Dwayne and I along our journey, and I'm going to let him
Oh
give you
my
the
God, thank
actual
you.
in just a few minutes because it's so touchy that I don't want my mascara to run, so I'm going to have to let him do that. But the other thing is, you took me back to a legacy conference that we did in November of 2021. And
Yes.
one of the things that you said is, how bad do you want
Yeah.
it? So can you
Yes.
talk to these people about how bad, if they want it that bad, how they need to go after it with everything that they have?
Oh my goodness, Sean. How bad do you want it? What that means, even to me, still now. Are you willing to settle for what you have presently? Or are you willing to work a little bit more to get what you really want? How bad do you want it? Are you willing to take 10 more minutes out of your day? Are you willing to take an extra hour out of your day to get to your destiny? So that's what how bad do you want it is. I'm the type where some days I may not feel like, oh my God, I really don't feel like getting out there in the field today. But I know that I have a mission and a goal. And I definitely want to be a great role model for my family and my children. So I have to always stay on my toes to make sure that I'm being a great example to them and a leader even in my household for my children to, see what success looks like. So how bad do you want it? How far are you going to go? How your success is determined by your motivation, and your motivation is determined by what you want out of life. And it's not just materialistic things, because really, if you think about it, you can make money, tangible things come and go. But when you have a certain level of success, meaning you have certain levels of degrees, you have certain levels of goals and aspirations that you've obtained and touched. Once you touch them, you're going to always want to touch more, right? So, in
Yeah.
order to do that, you have to always stay self motivated, get up every day, do something new, try a new adventure, different things of that nature. You cannot just stay stuck in a position to where you're comfortable.
Get comfortable with the uncomfortable. All right.
Yeah, get comfortable with the I love it.
Oh.
Yes.
So I'm gonna let Dwayne just flow in his own way, Mr. Russell, just to talk about our particular experience with you coming into our lives with us being very new in the entrepreneurial space, very, very new in the real estate investment space, and how, and I always brag on you, you are so many things that have helped our journey go so right and so smooth, and we love you to life. So I'll let him
Well,
tell each.
I really appreciate those words, and you know that you guys are, a special love and company to me. DSV has, I'm so grateful to be a part of you guys' family as well. So it's very reciprocal on both sides, and so please don't, I don't take it for granted. I love you guys and thank you for the business. It means a lot.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna
absolutely.
turn over to West Coast for East Coast.
So, so I think a lot of things you said like really hit hit a lot of different points. Like even being getting comfortable being uncomfortable, because when you are uncomfortable and you are on the edge, that's really when you're performing at your best because you're careful, you're cautious, and you know that you're on the edge. So when you're in that uncomfortable space, that's when you're probably operating at your very best. And I know that you live in that space because I'm around you all the time, and and sometimes I don't even understand how you manage everything you manage, but you know, I think there are several things that set you apart from other companies, other people, other groups that are trying to aspire to do the same thing, and they really should just sit in the corner and watch you and really see how you lean and how you really get into what you do because the level, the first of all, the work level, just the work that you guys do is just awesome, right? I mean, a lot of places out there I go, a lot of things I see, and the work that you guys put in and the quality of the work is just amazing.
Thank you so, so much for saying that. I really do appreciate that because it's really not easy. And when you are out here trying to make sure that every client is happy at any given moment, that is very, very, very important to me. Like that is one of the values that I stand firm on is great customer service.
And that was the next point I was going to. The customer service is unmatched, right? I mean, I've been out here doing this off and on through different avenues for a long time, and
Yes.
your customer service level is just unmatched. I mean, I can't even like I couldn't even get comfortable having this conversation about doing any of
Aw.
this else just because of the fact that I know the customer service that we get from you, and that's I mean, it's amazing, and I really appreciate you. And I want to make sure I tell you that myself. So
Thank you. Thank you.
Shavonna, I have a question for
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
Um, you have so many accomplishments. Like the list goes on and on. And I've heard you say that success means so much more than the tangible thing. So I want you to think about it twofold. What has been the biggest accomplishment, maybe even career wise? And then what's been the biggest accomplishment, family or personal wise, for Miss Shavonna, the woman of the
Whoa. So my biggest accomplishment, I would say, is becoming a mom and being a genuine wife and support system and leader to my staff and family. That's my biggest accomplishment.
I can see that. I can see that. I can see that. That is so you. And
Yes.
then let me ask you this. 10 years from now, if someone was to run into Miss Shavonna, my question would be, who would they see? Like, what would you be doing?
Oh my goodness, Sean. So 10 years from now, I will probably be retired. They will probably be talking to one of my children, coordinating orders and deals, or if not one, all. And I'll pop in and out and, talk to clients maybe on a monthly basis, not on an everyday basis, just letting them know that we still value their service. Not their service, but their business. And, I hope that they're appreciating our service, doing quality assurance checks.
Yes,
That's probably what I want to do during retirement. I just want to do quality assurance, just making sure that everything is still okay. And, but I don't want, 10 years, I'm not going to be hands on, hopefully, but if I have to, I will. Nothing, I don't ask any of my team members to do anything that I won't do.
I love that. All right, just a few more questions for you because I know you are the woman boss. You are probably working now while we are doing this interview.
As you can see, and I am so sorry to the world right now. Actually, I'm trying to do a phone sale for one of my gentlemen. They're out doing an emergency call right now, and the phone keeps buzzing, and I'm looking down, so I do apologize. But I was trying to handle a phone sale.
Listen, this is what the real deal is. Like, this is
This
what you
is
do
it.
in
Like,
real life. So I will ask you just a few more questions. The first question is, someone is very new to real estate investing. They're looking for a general contractor. What should they look for?
they must, of course, if it's a referral, you know, they're typically good because I'm not going to refer you to someone who I don't value or trust, right? Who's not going to do a good job for me. So I would say definitely if it's word of mouth, still do your due diligence to make sure they're okay. But always check them on the Better Business Bureau. Check around, see what reviews you can find on them. Just do your homework and research with them. Always check and make sure, do they have warranties? Are they going to come back? Are they going to assist you when they run into something in the middle of the deal that was not in the original contract? Are they going to be willing to assist you in those things? You definitely have to interview who you are hiring to do your contracting work. Just as even if you're hiring, a real estate agent, you just always want to make sure, do they return calls? Are they always going to make you feel valuable? What is their integrity level of customer service? All different things of that nature. So I would say that that's very important.
Oh, I love it. And then the last question that I will ask you, let's
No
say,
problem. I'm here. I'm enjoying
listen,
myself, but
we
I
are,
can stay here for hours.
I love it. So this will be the last question I'll ask you before the fun question. So the
Okay.
last work question, right? Work question is, Dwayne and I are walking through a property with you. We say, Shavonna, this is an investment property. We think it may be a good deal. The general contractor eye, that property manager eye, what are some of the things that you're going to be looking at and looking for to give us some kind of general senses of if you think it's a good deal or no go or no go?
So what I typically like to do is I like to walk the property, look at the comps in the area, see what's going in, what other contractors are doing and, other renovations and remodels to get those properties back up to market. And if it's going to be a resale, going in to see what they're getting to get the best bang for the buck for the client. So I typically like to look at all of the renovations and know that market that I'm in so that we can make sure that the client is getting the best, deal that, going and get the top dollar, whether they're going to hold or if they're going to sell it.
Oh, that's so good. That's so
Awesome.
good. Yes. Dwayne, any thoughts there? Because the journey that you've taken us on, like, it's so much more than a general contractor. I'm not even sure if other general contractors do it.
They
I just
don't, and that's one thing that sets East Coast apart is because I do go above and beyond to make sure that everyone is satisfied. When you come to me, you're really getting a top-notch service. You can call me at any time of the day or night. You're not just another dollar. You are definitely a valued client.
hmm.
Right. You definitely made us feel like family, and we are family now. So,
Yes, yes, we
but
are.
but it's
Yes.
just really reassuring, I guess is the best word, because when you do give that call and people are concerned, their money is out there, their reputation is out there, and they are genuinely concerned, or maybe even new, like we were new, and you kind of held our hands and walked us through it, and just tugged us when we need to be tugged, let us
Yes.
roam through when we need to roam, and you kind of pushed us and steered us in the right direction. So we
Well,
really
and
appreciate
I love how you stated that because not everyone is experts, right? We have to all have growing pains. We have to learn. And so I always want, again, to make sure that you guys were, making the best decision and the right decision, to get the best value out of each of your projects. And you guys are doing amazing. It's so wonderful.
That's because we're connected to greatness.
that's
Don't
right.
you know?
Right now.
'Cause I remember a time when I wanted to put granite countertops in the house, and you just walked me outside and say, "Look,
And we're
no
not doing that around here.
there are no granite countertops on this street."
There's none.
No need for that. So
But
I
I mean,
appreciate
you guys are doing a fabulous job. I'm so
Thank
excited
you.
for your company, for your vision. I mean, you guys are definitely living it through, and it's really amazing to see it. I love to see you guys' podcast come across all your daily, verbiage and everything that you have going out there to make everyone, live to their full potential. You guys are doing an amazing job, and I just hope that everyone that should be connected is connected.
Thank
Thank you.
you. We love
Yeah.
you.
I
All
love you
right.
guys too.
Are you ready for our quick round of fun?
I
You ready?
I
Okay.
love fun.
All right. So here we go. First question.
Hmm.
Dun, 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 dun. All right. So you wake up in the morning, you're getting ready to go close on this major deal or close on this major thing. What is Shavonna's like get up, pump it up song? And what would be that routine to get dressed to go to close that deal?
Oh, so I don't have a favorite song,
You gotta
but
pick
I
one.
will tell you that I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I gotta let it show. That's like one of my motivate, that gets me going.
Oh, okay. And then any special routines or anything you're gonna do?
I just like to have my coffee first.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I gotta have my coffee. I gotta sit, meditate, and pray, and just say, God, just walk me through. Let this closing go through real good, and look, let's get that check in the bank. I'm real happy when the check make it to the bank.
How bad do you want it?
How bad do you want it? I want to see those zeros.
Zero. I love it. All right. So your favorite place, I know you are an avid traveler. So
Mhm.
the favorite place that you have been and one place that you want to go.
So my favorite place that I have been is London. I love London. It's just great sights, great, great eateries, different things. Shopping, of course, that's one of my favorite things. And where I am ready to get to here really, really, really soon is Dubai.
Can you pack us in your suitcase?
Of course, come on.
I would appreciate
Come
that.
on, let's go.
All
Oh
right.
yeah.
Let's do it.
Three
I want to ride some
words.
camels.
Let's do that.
Yes.
All right. So this last question before I ask people how they can get in contact with you. Three words that your husband would use to describe you. Three words that your kids would use to describe you. Three words that your parents would use to describe you. And would they all be the same or different?
They will all be different. My parents would say she's a go-getter. My kids would say she crazy. My, my husband would say probably she's bossy and she's gonna get it done. She's a
I,
ruler, like she just runs things. And
I
don't get in her way, because when you get in her way, it ain't good.
don't get in her way. Please get out of
Don't
the
get
way.
look, that's it. Don't get in, no, that's 5 words.
Hey, we'll give them all to you.
Just don't get in her way. She's unstoppable.
She is unstoppable. I love that. Well, listen, we have enjoyed you. We love you to life in real life for real. How
I
can
love you
people
guys.
how can people get in contact with you if they're looking for a general contract? Of course, they have to get on the list. You are in high demand. It's
Yes.
a whole
And the
situation.
summer season is coming, and when I tell you it's getting really busy, I'm actually looking into doing a hiring spree because it's really, really picking up. And we want to get these homes turned as quick as possible, and some have been on delay. But I tell you, it's about to get even crazier over these summer seasons, and I'm excited for you, for you guys to purchase more as well. It's time. It's time. It's our season.
Yes,
So busy is good. We don't want to be unbusy.
Yeah.
Don't find yourself stagnant, right? So we just have to make provisions and ways to make sure that we are being productive and that the product is still in good standing. So to say all
Ooh.
that, you can reach me at 919-696-4029 or 919-720-5611. And Sean, if you wouldn't mind attaching somewhere in the link my website, that would be awesome, along with my contact information. But I definitely want to say I've enjoyed you all. This has been an amazing half an hour session. But I definitely look back to coming to the round table and talking some more wealth, because I mean, this season of summer is coming and spring is almost over, and it's time, to see what new trends are out. And I'm, all that good stuff. So I'm just excited of what the next few months is going to bring. So I look forward to coming back to the Wealth Roundtable.
Hey, we can have some live
You got
field
it.
trips with Miss
Yeah. Oh
Shavonna.
my God. That would be amazing.
We're gonna make it
Awesome.
happen.
Yes, that would be amazing.
Well, we love you to life. Everyone that's watching and viewing, we absolutely adore you. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're
Yes.
excited. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, KBCN TV network. We're just so excited to be able to share, amplify our voice, and again, bring amazing and brilliant minds to you so that you're exposed to a variety of wealth. So we are going to sign off. Shavonna, we're waving out. Mr. Russell, we're
Yeah.
waving out.
We waving out. Thank you guys
Bye.
so much. And it's been a pleasure to be on the roundtable.
Thank you. We
Thank
love
you.
you.
Love you guys too. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye bye.